Hi, my name is Angel, and I'm here to introduce the what I think are the three highlights of my life. So, I think I've had many highlights, but the first important one was when I did karate, and here's why. I think it was important because it taught me discipline. I think I did pretty good. I won a couple trophies. I won a couple trophies. Um, but for me, I didn't really care about the trophies that much because at the end of the day, anybody could get trophies. But what I always found important about karate was the discipline that it taught me. Even in the even in the book we got when we got our belts, it it always it also talked about how you shouldn't try to use what you taught to fight. You should be taught to defend, which I thought was, you know, pretty good because you don't want more drama in your life. You want to be more relaxed. You just don't want to have, cause you don't want problems in your life. But with karate, I don't know. I didn't want to join it at first. I didn't because it seemed kind of whack. And like, who does karate, you know? But with sports, it always taught me to be that it's not always you because I also did soccer and I think I did pretty well in soccer. I feel like I won quite enough trophies for that too. But sports have always been a major part of my life. And I'm grateful that my parents introduced me to sports. But my next highlight is going to be about being in the hospital. I was hospitalized not too long ago because my lung collapsed on me. And with my lung collapsing, I was in the hospital for probably a month, in and out. So while I was in the hospital, I was in bed, but not my bed, the hospital's bed, with a tube going down my side and an IV in my arm. And while being in the hospital, I've never really before that, I never really took things for granted, but I also didn't pay mind to the small stuff. But while being in the hospital, being in the hospital bed for weeks, and it was a different feeling. I couldn't really do much because I had a tube going down the side of me. But it was a different experience. But when I got out, it taught me that you should enjoy the small stuff, like being able to sleep in your own home. Because while at the hospital, you'd be trying to take a nap. They'd walk in, they'd be like, "Oh, we're here to take your vital signs." And then they'd be like, you can go to sleep, but you're already like awake. So you'd have to be like, and then you wouldn't be able to sleep for maybe 2 hours. You just stay up thinking. But here, this is what they did to me. They had to go in there and take an air bubble out. I don't know what they were gonna do to me. I don't even know they were gonna put a tube inside of me, but they did. And I had to do breathing exercises for the next couple of weeks to get my lungs back to how they were. But as I was saying, being in the hospital is a different experience because I didn't even want to go to the hospital. I held in the pain of my lung collapsing for a week because I didn't know my lung collapsed. And I thought I was going to get better over time, but at the end of the day, I decided to go. And getting out taught me to appreciate the smaller stuff. And now for my third highlight was graduating in the year 2020 from high school. So graduating was, to say the least, pretty whack. It wasn't what I expected at all. Now I say this because you didn't get to walk down the stage. You didn't get to hear our name get called out and walk. Instead, what we did was go in our car, drive to the school, wait for the cars in front of you to go. And then get your diploma. So, but after you got your diploma, you would sit in your chair, you'd see the slideshow go by, then they'd call out your name. I was hoping for more, but we didn't get that. So while I was sitting down in my chair, I hear, and now Angel Garcia. And that's it. Then they go on to the next person. They didn't even put my video on, which was kind of sad because I went on my way to do a video. But at the end of the day, I can't get mad at that. But this taught me that anything could happen. That not everything's gonna go your way, but I graduated, to say the least. Now I'm able to go to college. I got a diploma. I missed out on prom. I missed out on the important parts of high school, I guess, because I was in the hospital, and now because of COVID. But like I said, all of these highlights taught me to be grateful for what you got. And not only that, but to always think of others. Well, that's what sports taught me, because it's not always you just going through a situation. there are always others. And thank you for your time on seeing my highlights. I hope they were interesting enough. Thank you.